Greetings, Aries, and welcome. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and helping it grow. And to my new viewers, thank you for jumping right in here with us. And my name is Ingrid, and I will be doing the reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And let's get some angel oracles to get going with the reading. And this is you. You're doing the work on something that's very important to you. And it's coming out of a sense of inner passion and a lot of self-confidence because you are using strength and guidance. There's something you're bringing out like it's coming from that sense of security and your inner vision, and you want to take it out there. And it's going to lead you to having to cut the cords with something that you've been very attached to, maybe attached to in the sense of your security or your self-esteem, was involved with this person, but you're getting guidance to take some action toward using your own strength about whatever it is you are needing to know right now, Aries. And let's dive right in and see what the cards have to say for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I have just been sensing that there's a big change coming on for my fiery Aries. It's like, when you first build a fire and it starts to grow and it is flaming, and then suddenly it starts to die down, but out of the ashes there can be another eruption of some passion towards something. So you might be revisiting energy and you're getting guidance from it to move forward, to make a choice, to do the work within yourself and to cut the cords on anything or anyone or any situation that is holding you back. And it's going to take some introspection. You're going to have to go after this new feeling you're having within yourself and get to know what that's all about because it's coming in quickly with the Chariot. And so it is. And so thank you, Spirit Guides, for overseeing the reading. Please bring clear, precise, accurate information for Aries. And so it is. And this is you, Aries. You're in a sense right now of the Eight of Wands. There's some feeling of being in isolation. Maybe mentally you feel like you're cut off from some stimulation, some very important intellectual discussions, that you're feeling like you're isolated. Maybe you have been in prison, so you were cut off. But now it's saying you need to use your mind in a new way to cut the cords on something you keep thinking about. And use these swords, you've got 8 of them, to cut yourself out of any kind of limiting situation where you're feeling like you're being interfered with. But you've got strength and guidance to know how to offer that up. Lay it on the altar to the higher powers and let them help you release this anxiety, this worry, this feeling that you've been entrapped, maybe for 8 months about something that's in your mind over and over. And what is coming out of that to challenge that, to get you out of this, to realize that you're not in prison. You can move forward at any time. And I see these 3 cards coming again, that introspection. So there's something you're needing to look into about your feelings, about your emotions, something that maybe came up in a dream, because you are the King of Discs. This power, this whole feeling of dominating the physical world. Maybe you could feel that there is some authority figure, some boss, somebody who makes the money, who makes the decisions, who's very good with managing money and property, has been very successful, and is interfering with some way you're thinking about this question of your own strength and guidance, guiding through that inner knowing, that introspection that comes from learning deeply about what it is you feel, what it is you really want out of your life, and how you're going to make that those kind of financial and career choices that move you forward out of a feeling of being limited, entrapped, cut off from that flow of energy. And your independence is going to help you, and that's at the root of this situation. Standing your ground. Finally, you're getting above the clouds on the situation of where you're blindfolded, where you thought you were limited, where you thought you were isolated, in exile, unable to make your own decisions, where you are now, because you're finally seeing for the first time clearly what it is holding you in prison. There is some energy like the King of Pentacles. This could be a Capricorn type energy. Somebody who's a boss, somebody who's very good with money, abundant, has a lot of wealth. That might be isolating you. And you need to use your independent ideas to think through this on your own, to see something clearly for the first time. And that might require you cutting the cord with that sword of independence. What happened recently was a retreat. You felt like you had come to the end of some emotional fulfillment. Something you had really enjoyed in the past is now you're walking away from it. You're going toward a true purpose. You're leaving this entrapment behind because there is a tower coming. That is what the higher powers want you to see right now, Aries, that there is a tower. Something, you're leaving something behind, maybe because you had that gut feeling that you were imprisoned by it. And it wasn't juicy, it wasn't satisfying, it wasn't fulfilling. It didn't have that feeling of vibrancy within the emotion. And it's crashing down out of necessity. Your higher powers of sending this bolt of lightning to crash through something that is not true, something that is not real, that's not built on something that will last and grow and prosper. And this King of Pentacles, that energy abundance of sitting on the throne of managing wealth, is a challenge to your isolation, to your feeling of being cut off, interfered with, that somebody's messing in your business mentally, and that's causing you to self-sabotage. And this is leading to a new beginning, this tower, Aries. Whatever is crashing down, that you'll get the news from, it will come like it's coming out of the blue. It'll hit you like, whoa, I didn't even see this coming. You might have been having these inklings of wanting to move forward, moving out of this relationship or this job or some way you're thinking about yourself that was keeping you feeling at a low vibrating energy of despondency, disappointment, not happy, not fulfilled, and not knowing why. And this crashes down. Whatever you built, you might have built something ambitiously, and it's having to come crashing down toward a new beginning. You're going to take a leap of faith now and go off into the unknown, and to not care if you or look like a fool. You're going for it. You're trusting in your higher powers now. After this tower, you have to trust in the higher power, and it's going to lead to the way you think about all of this is death, is an ending. You're moving out of one phase of life into a whole new rebirth around whatever was limiting you mentally, keeping you feeling like you were imprisoned even though you weren't. You were imprisoned in some way and isolated by some power, some authority, some masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, that was over you. financially perhaps, or in some way interfering with how you are making your own decisions. But you're finally seeing this and you are moving on from it, and it's going to crash down. It's going to have repercussions that you might not even know are happening. But it's a necessity. You need this to start over. Sometimes we have to have a crash, an ending, to start over. And out of this ending of death, there is this rebirth. You see the flowers coming. There is a sense of renewal. Because if something is not real, built solidly, makes you feel entrapped and isolated, where you feel like you're being challenged by somebody else's power, you're finally getting clear on that. And you're taking this project and you're instigating something and moving forward with it. After this ending, you're seeing that there's the death to isolation. You're going to move forward toward a more expansive environment, a more expansive way of seeing yourself and seeing clearly, because you're needing, there's something in the environment that is resting, meditating, getting in touch with the ancestors. There's a truce. So maybe after this ending, you're feeling less interfered with by the environment, that the environment is resting, taking a truce, taking it out right now, resting, renewing, healing perhaps. And you are, hope and fear is this Queen of Wands. Well, that's an air sign like you, Aries, that you will have this vibrancy, this energy, this confidence, this firing inspiration, like lighting of this match, and the whole world illuminates for you, and you say, wow, I can move forward with this vibrant energy, go for my passion. I don't even know how I'm going to get there. The Fool is there with you, taking that leap of faith toward what is going to really bring you some energy about what you're doing in life. Is vibrant. What you're doing in life is serving this leadership and taking it out there to others. And that's what I'm seeing is coming for you. And some psychic energy, some way to know that I can go for this. Whatever this is, you're going for it, because the advice is celebration, friendship, a happy time, a sense of celebration. After this tower moment, something came crashing down, and it started a new beginning, a new beginning to let something end, let something come to closure. Excuse me, Aries, and because this is resonating. It's almost like I feel like the energy doesn't want this to be shared. Like it's an important message to get out. But there's something caught up here that is trying to talk about this ending. But you're going to rest. The energy, the influence from your environment right now is rest, is healing, is taking time to meditate, a mental time out, a truce mentally. And you're going to vibrate at a new level with this sense of a new kind of guidance that is going to help you really resonate with your authenticity. And you have to, you're Aries, you start the whole zodiac. You're like the grass, it pushes up out of the frozen earth and starts to bring in this new energy, and you go for that, and you're going to go for that, and it's going to bring you recognition and happiness among people who you love, who you care about, who you like to celebrate, being back with your friendships. And that's what I have. So let's get some clarity on why is this Eight of Swords here? Why do you feel in isolation about this situation or this question or this concern you're bringing here? What is, who's interfering with your mind? Who's making it where you have a lot of anxiety and feel entrapped? The Hangman. Well, there's something that's going on where you're seeing things from a new perspective and you're having to start moving again. You've sacrificed a little of your legs and your arms, you see, to hang out here. And you've been hanging out in isolation, but now it's time, because the Hangman's looking to the future to take that illumination, take that new perspective and turn yourself back up. And use that enlightenment to move forward and see, what is this power? What is this king, this wealth, this money, this ability to earn a lot of money and manage that? Generosity. Why was that keeping you in isolation? Because the Five of Wands, there could have been some conflict, some arguments in this relationship. And the Hangman is looking at the conflicts, at the feeling of resistance. It could be sexual tension, energetic upsets, like being in kind of aggressive mood, or verbal arguments, not a friendly energy, but it is combative and competition. And so that's maybe how you're dealing with this King of Pentacles, that obstruction, that challenge to the Hangman, to getting out of isolation, to moving forward, to healing, is arguments, is talking about it, is wrestling with it. And you're going to see it clearly, the answer finally, because you're bringing in the Knight of Wands. And once the Knight of Wands, with that independent acknowledgement of what is true and right for you, goes for it. And you're going, moving forward. You're moving on to a spiritual journey towards your true purpose, a change of destiny because of the Empress. Well, somebody in terms of this female figure, male or woman, genders are fluid, that is very abundant, very beautiful, very productive. This is a Taurus. So you could have been involved with a Taurus in the recent past, and you're moving on from that kind of energy, but taking those benefits of generosity, productivity, creativity, abundance, beauty, sexuality. And what crashed down was the Queen of Wands. Well, you got the Knight and the Queen came in twice. So the Queen of Wands is very important, Aries, in this reading. And that could be connected to you, the fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo. But this Queen of Wands is involved in the Tower coming. It could be that there was a seductive energy that came in that was very attractive, very beautiful, very confident, going after that passion, and that created some problem, some difficulty, that energy, because it came crashing down, because your hope and fear is that vibrancy, that you will be going for what you want, finding your desire and going inward and recognizing it and taking it out there. Going for this independence, being motivated, having momentum to go for your independent idea about what is at the root of this, this knowing of truth. And then you see that you have this new beginning. That's what's happening right now. You might not even know it. You're starting over again. After the tower and crashes down, you're rising like the phoenix from the ashes with the new beginning, out with the old and with the new. So there's something new coming. And it has to do with moving out of isolation and being in control of your own agency, to make your own ideas, make your own plans, to think through things, to use your own intelligence. And that is caused some arguments and challenges and competition with the boss, with that power, that authority, that Capricorn. And then death is coming after this new idea is stimulating something to grow, to move forward, is the Six of Cups. Well, it's saying that what is dying, there is a death coming to the past, to the way you looked at your childhood, the way you looked at nostalgia. Something is coming to an end. Maybe you're leaving your childhood, or someone is from your past is actually ending, is leaving. There's something moving away from there's some end coming to maybe a nostalgic feeling about the past. And you're having to see that with this tower, what crashed down, that there was something in the past that needed to die. That was, when something needs to die, it's not well. It's not vibrant like this queen. It has its time, its shelf life. Something is ending. And it has something to do with the past or the way you thought about yourself as a child. And that brought you into isolation. So this feeling of the past, of something coming in about the past, or that you've been thinking a lot emotionally about this ending in childhood. And that caused you isolation and to feel mentally depressed at times, and having to heal from this mental stress, this trauma from the past that's coming to an end, finally. And you're going to rest, and there's death again coming into your environment. Wow, this is unusual, Aries. So the environment is influencing you with an end, with a resting, with a truce, with a retreat, with a feeling like they need to go off and take time to themselves to rest and recover from whatever this ending is. The ending that's coming from the past. And the Nine of Wands is you want to be resilient. There's a lot of air, fiery energy here with the Queen of Wands. Your hope and fear is that you can stand your ground, be resilient, keep on going, be defensive, stand up for this fiery energy you have, this energy to go after your passion and desire. And you want to stand your ground because you know it's going to lead to friendship, and that's justice, to the Three of Cups, to balance, to more harmony, to union with others, to celebration, to moving out of this hangman restrictive, isolating energy of feeling upside down and restricted, to moving toward a celebration, friendship, family, because it's balanced and just. And that's where I see my Aries moving. And you're cutting the cords on something by the end of this month of May. And it's going to take strength to do that, but you have the guidance to know this is going to happen. And when the tower comes crashing down, it has something to do with this Queen of Wands. And she's there as you're standing your ground with resilience for the Queen of Wands. So interesting energy. And that's what I have for my Aries. And if you like the way I read, please subscribe. And thank you so much for being here. And I hope it resonates with my viewers. And if it does, I'd love to know how, and how these cards, because it's very powerful, these two death cards, the Tower, Justice, cutting the cords. And so it is. And see you next time. Bye-bye.